What's going on, everybody? This your boy Mike, and today I want to talk about the Texas and New York tragedies that happened and how these two things are connected. The one connection I think that everybody's forgetting is the social media aspect of this. Now, you have people hollering, we need more gun laws and this, that, and the other, and both of these things could have been prevented without one new gun law on the books, and I will explain how. Now, to just briefly go over the Buffalo tragedy, we know that this dude had a 180-page manifesto. I read roughly 65-70% of it. 20%, roughly 20% of it was just regurgitated bullshit from another mass shooter that he had gotten from that manifesto from Reddit. Now, most of this dude's online shit took place through Reddit, Discord. It's coming out now that he had a Discord that he basically said what he was going to do, and there was people in his Discord that knew that just didn't say shit about it. Okay, so off tops, that tragedy could have been prevented with just a little more eyes on what people are fucking talking about. It has been said that there was a ex-federal agent that was part of this kid's Discord that he knew what was going to happen. Now, do I know that for a fact? No, I don't. But as we all know, the internet is relentless and it never forgets. So if it is true, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. This dude had previous research. Like, he already knew the gun laws in New York. He knew that area. He had already went down there to scope that place out. So he already knew the chances of someone pulling their gun on him was very, very slim. That being said, he knew what he could do and what he couldn't do, right? So he put body armor on and went in there and he killed 10 people. Without any new gun law on the books, that tragedy could have been prevented. It's been proven that there were people who knew what this kid was going to do. It never got flagged, right? That what he was going, he posted it on Reddit, right? 4chan or some shit. I've always been a big advocate for freedom of speech on social platforms, right? Because, I mean, the stuff that people get suspended for is ridiculous. And then shit like this doesn't get caught. It don't make a whole lot of sense to me, honestly. Now we go to the elementary shooting in Texas. Now, this dude actually, I think, posted, it was either on Facebook or on Twitter, one of the two. Dude posted like what he was going to do beforehand, right? And then he posted that he was going to shoot his grandma. Posted that. Posted after he shot his grandma. Like, none of this got flagged. I'm not understanding like how this shit didn't get flagged. And then before he even got to the school, he had a shootout with police. Police apparently couldn't take him down. Like, this was an 18-year-old kid with one AR, and cops in a shootout situation couldn't take this dude down before he entered the school. Now,
these are the people we're supposed to call when we need help.
There are talks about the police were outside. If parents are gathered outside the school, shit's getting, people getting wound up, people trying to go in there. As a police perspective, I can see how there would be cops out trying to calm people down, because if people just went crazy and went running up in the school, that could be a very bad situation also, right? So I can see that from that point of view. On the other side of that situation, I seen cops that arrested somebody. I seen cop that tased somebody. If you can't handle a situation no better than that, then maybe your ass shouldn't just be a cop. Everything's still coming out. There's still a lot of stuff coming out that's a lot of misinformation about what the cops were doing, what they weren't doing. There was a few cops that went in there and got their own kids out, which me personally, I think it's fucked up.
Law enforcement officers actually went into school to get their kids out. Can you talk about that?
Right, so what we do know, Vanessa, right now that there was some police officers, families trying to get their children out of school because it was an active shooter situation.
Like, if you're a cop and your job is to protect and serve, and there is a shooter in a fucking elementary school, you don't go in there and get your own kids out. Like if you go in there to protect all the kids, not just yours, right? So anybody, if that is true, then anybody who went in there and got their own kids out should be fucking fired. The situation should have been stopped before the kid even entered the school. I think that his post should have been flagged. Authorities should have been notified immediately. I think that all of this could have been prevented if they would just focus more on violent acts than just people bickering. But this stuff wasn't caught, I think, is a big problem. I seen this morning in a school in Indiana where they just got that thing on lock.
But here they go high-tech too. The classroom doors are bullet resistant and cameras, so many cameras everywhere. And it's not just school officials watching either. They're connected live with the sheriff's department 10 miles away.
They got these boxes, little black boxes, in every single one of the classrooms.
Every teacher here, you have your own panic button.
Yeah, we all wear a fob in case there's a security breach. We can push this button and the entire alarm system goes off in the school.
When that happens, every classroom has a box like this, also hooked up to the sheriff's department. The teacher can flip help if they actually see the suspect or they're in danger, or they can flip safe if the kids are safe.
Like they got these bomb things, they're like smoke bomb things in the hallways that authorities can set off.
He's walking towards exit 14. I'm going to launch the hot zone.
The school's secret weapon called hot zones. Exploding smoke cannons hidden in the ceiling. Cops can deploy them in an instant.
You can hit a button and it just lock all the doors in case of a shooter situation.
If I was a real intruder, I couldn't get into a single classroom. They're all locked. Every last one of them.
To me, it looked like that cost a whole lot of money to install that stuff. But then you also have to think about it. Joe Biden just sent $40 billion to Ukraine. So I think we could handle putting the money into our schools like that. I think that would mitigate a lot of these situations. And then also the social media side as well. You know, focus more on violent acts. You know, I already know Facebook has trigger words because I've been suspended one time and there's no way that person could have flagged my post that quick. Like it was just as soon as I put, it was almost like it was a trigger word, right? Why is that not being applied to violent acts and racist acts? Because I mean, the Buffalo shooter, that dude was racist as hell. I mean, that was the whole reason why he did that shit. To not focus on stuff like that and to be watching shit like that, I think is a big mistake. And I think we could improve that first. We have more guns in this country than we do people. So taking away people's guns, I don't think is the answer. More gun laws, I don't think is the answer. Maybe making it harder for people to get certain guns, right? So more training for people. I'd be down with more training for people. Anybody who has a gun has got to get training. I'm completely cool with that. But let me know what you guys think. My heart goes out to all these people that lost loved ones in both of these tragedies. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.